Oh, Doug asked me a question. And I typed in "sure" as in like, yeah, I'll do it. He's saying I'm spelling it wrong.
Name? As in your name, sure. Oh.
I told him
that's why I'm telling him to shut up.
Okay. Well, that's a
we
fun
have ways of making you use proper prose. Grammar nuts.
Common is. You really like that term, don't you? I didn't come up with that, but or grammando is my favorite. I get plagued by grammandos a lot, but my grammar sucks. My command of the English language is exquisite, but when I'm gaming, there's too much going on in front of me, and I mince the hell out of the words really badly. Not so bad.
I think that your tongue can't keep up with your head. I think that's what the real problem is. Yeah. I think you try to say multiple things at the same time.
Well, you've hung out with me in person. Am I the same? Am I not better in person?
It depends. It depends on the topic.
Yeah, I was going to
listening.
When you get excited, you
find near words. You find words that sound like the word you're going for, but aren't exactly the word you're going for, and it's great.
Jeffisms.
Yeah, they're adjacent.
As Ashton.
The coin has been phrased.
I can speak common. I'm Jeff adjacent. There's a T-shirt for you.
Jeff adjacent.
I'm next to this man, and I understand him. Because remember, Matt, you are the Jeff Whisperer. Remember that?
Yeah,
Matt, you are the Jeff Whisperer, and that's why he's got the little DC-10 translator. So half the time he presses the button.
Oh, he failed that check.
Speak common.
I have no idea what he's saying.
All right, time for some logos.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, role players. Doug Baldwin, coming to you from Dicewise Entertainment, bringing you Enterprise, bringing you Star Wars Saga Edition actual play podcast audio. We're also live streaming on Twitch at GM's Cut Rollmongers and Rollmongers Podcast Network on YouTube. This is Star Wars Rise of the Consortium podcast. Now, if you're just listening to your feed, it's only been a few minutes since the last episode fed into this one. But for us, it's been a little while. So let me remind you, we have a motley crew of mercenaries who have been hired by the Zon Consortium to investigate this geothermal facility on Genosis, assess its capabilities, find out what's going on with the place, and determine whether or not it would be a suitable base of operations for the up-and-coming Zon Consortium. This crew came in and immediately came under fire, fought their way through tons and tons of droids, opened a broad lava pit room, and ended up fighting some sort of force user with a red lightsaber, a double-bladed red lightsaber, and horns around his head and a black and red face.
Yeah, we did. Sorry.
All good. And then after they managed to do that, they encountered a protocol droid who was more than willing to pay them a bounty for their time, thank them for their service, and send them on their way. Negotiations did not appear to go very well from that point, and they decided they would rather continue to investigate the facility, which Procure, the droid, was very much against. So they disabled the droid, and that was where we left things off.
A pair?
And as the podcast audience can see right now, the procure is up on screen for the podcast audience. So that's procure.
For the video audience, you mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
video audience.
A pair? No one's going to touch that. We were just talking about Jeffisms, and now I'm like infectious. This is a bear instead of a peer.
What
Apparently.
what?
Apparently.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess we all have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Defend the DM.
The man's a disease.
I'm like a fungus. I grow on you.
And I guess you're kind of a fun guy.
Oh, hey.
All right. You want to clear him off, Jeff? You can see the map.
Done and
Just click
done.
on- All right. Things have slowed now. I'm going to use my really bad memory to suggest that anybody who might need a med pack could get a quick med pack, and I'm not even counting anymore where that was. But I suspect that some of the people who can get a med pack, it's probably their last med pack. Salamanca, do you know if you've had two med packs?
I don't know if I've had two. I know I've had one.
Okay. I'm pretty sure has had two, but I'm going to offer one to Sure if he'd like one.
I will not turn it down. Speaking here with 18 hit points, but that one's up to you, boss. As the GM, so.
All right. I know you're at the limit, so we'll just kind of drop that out there. This one is for. So you get. Where are you guys? Are you guys 8th level?
Seventh.
All right. So you get. Is his. Treat injury is a 14, so that was a 17, so that's 2 above. So 5, 7, and 2. 5, 7, and 2. That's 14, I think.
5, 7, and
what
2.
math is that? What
Yeah.
math creates?
14.
Yes.
200.
hit points
It makes
back.
200.
All right, let me do this.
14,000. I'm a god now.
Far kinder GM than I, says Explosion. Now, Matt cuts into our game saying, oh, and he'd be even stricter than me. I'm wondering if there'd be more whining.
In some regards.
Would there be more whining from the players, or can you hold the chair?
Don't tolerate this.
I should just ask the chat or the fans, like, would you guys be cool if we started passing the books around between players? Matt do a book, Aiden do a book, that kind of thing. Doug do a book to finish it off. But again, I don't think, like, in the middle of a podcast, taking the GM out of the chair, I don't think it's ever been done. I don't think it's like innovative and groundbreaking. I'm worried it would kill. I'm worried it would kill it.
It'd be chaotic and game breaking.
Yeah. Nope. We'll just have to start new
maybe not in
shows.
the middle of an adventure, but between I have definitely, now I'm not running a podcast, but we've definitely traded out in the same campaign between adventures and let somebody else run the same adventure because everybody was still in love with their characters and wanted to continue.
Let Skeel go off and do some things for his master and conveniently level in the background, while I bring in a character. That both excites me and scares me. But anyway, sorry, Doug, go ahead.
No problem. Salamanca, you get 18 hit points.
Thank you.
As I look across the room, Bakur, have you had your second win today? Because you are exactly at half hit points.
I think I've done it all. I think I've had 2 droid attacks just against my will that healed me from your droid. And the second wind, and I think I've done it all. I think I got shot a lot. I can't, I don't remember getting shot a lot, but I do remember,
So I will, and I can see why you might turn this down, but PD will offer you one as well.
No. Hey, I respect the chair. And you said up front, your homebrewing stuff, You know what I mean? That's different than me just
Yeah,
going,
but you
I
don't
wanna-
like droids, so your character has a good reason to suffer through it. So that's why I was offering. Anyway, would you like a healing from
Yes.
the droid, a med pack?
I might take it off them and try and do it myself, or say ask somebody else to do it. But I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
That
I know.
racist, eh?
I know. I hate droid pilots.
Well,
Hey, and-
I can say with the number of med packs you've had today, this droid is the only one with a level of training that can get away with doing it again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
that's
Salamanca can try. It won't go well, but he
I've
can
been-
try.
I've been-
Hang on, let me point out. You
I am
can
s-
certainly try.
I am so blasted with painkillers that this Clatonian mud is like, okay. Yeah.
Rolls over, shows belly.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just can't get over how this race looks like bulldogs, right? Like just
Well, this will be good for you, because this will be.
yeah, I'm at 34 out of 68. So, yeah.
That's 23 hit points.
Oh, okay. Bring me up to 57.
And then last call on Moreau. I see you're down a teeny bit. Do you want one?
Sure. It's over 20.
Okay. And unless, for those who knew that they were near the top, this is it. Woo, even 33. Nice. So 30.
Can I trade my treat injury for his?
No. So that's,
You know what? I had to try. You sure said so.
And no.
28 hit points, a bunch of wasted extra healing that sure can't make any use of.
Just a single tear
There's
out
like
from the
I
little
mean,
slot.
It's
You
not
like
it's
see-
not that much extra healing. It's
when-
only
when
like 5
BD's
extra
doing
points.
it, you like see like Bacta juice like splashing on the ground, and you just imagine how many more hit points you could have gotten from that.
He's slurping it up.
And what you did notice is that when Procure went limp, the turret droid in the middle of the bay that had restarted shooting at y'all had ceased shooting at you again. So it is also relatively, it's sort of aiming at you, but it stopped firing. And so you've had a minute, and the droid ran over and healed you guys, but you still have a chance to sort of react to that and or head downstairs. Or
Can we reach those droids on foot? The ones that are still like able?
Yep.
Okay. I say we saunter over there and let me take my hammer to it, nonchalantly. Our job is to clear the place out, and if we leave droids standing. It's what we're paid for.
Oh, that's a
Yes,
good
but
point.
the disadvantage of doing that is we know exactly who's behind us now. If we leave this particular corridor, we could be surrounded by anyone else's replacements.
As you're saying that, Salamanca just like sits on the stairs.
We could do it on our way out.
Yeah,
Thank-
the way out seems good.
Thank you. I am a bit of a completionist. That makes me happy. Thank you. I get back in line.
there's a little treasure chest hiding there, just waiting for you to find a key.
Exactly.
You didn't look behind the.
Where's the secret door? We go back and look for the crack in the walls. Must find it.
It's a Japanese RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, just one wall is slightly discolored from the rest. Put a bomb there.
I would love to make a
This
map.
is the intense ones.
I would
There's
love to-
absolutely no change. It's just you have to lick literally every wall.
Wouldn't it be great to do a map and have our minis like 8-bit CGI characters like Stardew Valley and just move around and role play that?
Would be cool.
There's a battle. It's a fluffy,
Wouldn't be that
cuddleable
hard.
battle. Oh, yeah.
It's just RPG Maker.
Yeah. Who has the time? Not me. Get on that, won't you all? Yes, thank you. The next Star Wars.
Up to it.
Hop 2, thank you.
Is there bonus XP involved?
You know what? You want?
Yeah,
you
let
want,
me slow it all down. You guys level your 8th level, and let's do a leveling episode.
Yay!
And you're healed to max. No.
Hey, see
Yes,
that level-
yes,
dice
I'll
tower?
take it.
I
I
Absolutely.
mean, I am. So
You want to level up my
Just
campaign? Send cool shit like this. Look at this awesome dice tower Gibson sent
Somebody
me.
3D printed you a cool ass dice tower.
That's true.
Gibson sent me this.
Yeah, I bet somebody just got a hero point in Age of Ashes.
Fucking right.
He can be bribed.
No. It's. I've been joking about that. He reached out for a favor, and I said, "Sure, man." And this is him showing gratitude. He was on the spot, and we helped him out. And no, it's good. And what a lovely gift, you know. He said he saw it and just thought of me immediately. You know, there was no about that. You know, my cleric that constantly gets attacked and almost killed 3 times in your campaign. Take out the healer. All right. No more.
Yeah, he's just bad.
He's got to stop trying to be a frontliner. It's not your fault. It's his.
Yeah.
He's just like, I draw my rapier and I run in and I attack that elephant. Oh, good. Nice to see our cleric is behaving like a cleric should.
I don't know. He's conserving spells. You know, don't want to be accused of being a pony. Anyway,
No, man,
Move-
he's OP. He carried us through that last encounter. No joke.
that's true. Actually, everyone's had their moments in that campaign, even Duck. Anyway,
speaking of this campaign, down we go.
yeah.
All right. Line yourselves up in party order, because it will be single file.
I'll go second.
I'll go first.
Really?
Right.
I'll go directly behind
Riot
Samantha.
shield up.
So the one with the least number of hit points is going first.
Yep.
Yes, but I'm probably also the
Do you
most
want to
defensive.
take the back there, Jay? Sniper Bob? Or have you got more frontline weapons?
I'm not currently in sniper mode.
Okay.
We don't know where Ash is.
Also, it's a
Ash, I don't think Ash has gone cloak again yet.
He's
been
still
stealth the
breathing heavy
entire
on
time.
comms,
He's still
isn't
stealth right now.
I can hear
Actually,
you
no,
breathing, Ash.
That's
I can hear you breathing
He's-
through the
he's
comm,
cloaked,
Ash.
but all you hear is
Yeah. Just hear him breathing.
no. He's not breathing. He's doing like that. Like literally over mic. It's just that the whole time.
Not loud enough to hear him in the room. Yeah, not loud enough to hear in the room, but loud enough it's annoying the hell out of our comms. Just Ashman.
Flying around. He's just running in circles around us going, you know, the mosquito sound.
I want him to drop like a smoke
Touch,
bomb and like
touch,
Darkwing Duck his way in and out, you know, stuff like that.
But yes, I'm currently a bit more close range mode at the moment. But
Okay.
also, we're going to be going downstairs, so I don't know if there'll be open spaces for sniping.
So
necessary.
Shore is the only one that's not yet in party order. I'm not sure. Ash. So Aiden, would you pick a place for?
Oh,
Ash.
yeah, I guess
Put him
that
in the
would be-
lava. Put him in the...
Ash, you wait here.
And Aiden, what you doing? Because I saw your roll something.
Yeah, that was a use the force of 23 for Ash to use cloak.
Okay, so now we cannot see it.
Our big guy wanted to go second, right? So is there room for Ash to be in there?
Well, not if
Depends.
not with Salamanca a second, then Ash would have to be third. I'll leave that up to y'all.
I'll just put him in the back. I'll squeeze in with Sal. I don't want to be accused of hiding in the background again, like some wizard on the edge of the board or some shit like that. I'll get in there. I'll get in there in my bed.
If you have a rifle,
I know,
you
eh?
should be in the back.
I know. I've got a hammer too. I'm support. Actually, he's a skirmisher. I can move. So, okay. 20 minutes of conversation on the microphone. We're all lined up for like school photos.
Hey, you know what? Screw this. Salamanca. I do like the jumping thing, and like pointing at your hands. As in, like, could you lift me? Just carry me. I walk slower. My armor is heavy.
Just carry me.
Matt, could you do that again? Because it didn't come over the mic.
said just carry
No,
me.
no, your Salamanca's reaction.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, what the?
Okay, so I copied you before you cloaked, so you'll have to recloak.
So that
So
is
dark.
a 16 athletics to pick up. Was it Moreau? Moreau?
Yep.
Okay. What you will notice is as soon as you get down and start heading down the steps, that the hallway gets too narrow for Salamanca to continue carrying you. In fact, per the rules, if you move down a hallway that is narrower than you are, you technically can't. So by rules as written, the hallway, can everybody see the hallway?
No.
Oh.
I got nothing.
Yes.
You have to move. It is there though.
Oh,
Right.
I got it. Sorry.
The
the
rules as
hallways.
written, when you move down it, if it is too narrow, you can only go through it if you can end your space, end your movement in a square that is big enough for you. But given the fact that this is long enough that you can't accomplish that task, I will just say that when you run out of movement, you completely block that space. Nobody can. So unlike normally you move through friendlies and stuff.
So before we even enter that hallway space,
you start seeing
I stop,
right.
and do kind of like an agitated, like
Mhm.
you could see the anxiety in my gait, and I just drop Moreau.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh. And he just sits down.
We don't care what you smell. Get in there.
He's gonna take some coaxing to get through because he's not gonna want to do that. Salamanca doesn't squeeze.
I pull out my secret gravy-colored milk bones, my private stash, toss one down the hall, see how that works. Yeah, that doesn't show up on podcast.
I feel like a base 10 check is
Matt's
coming.
considering.
Matt's muted and considering a
He's
base
kinda
10 check
shaking
on
his
his,
head
on his
like,
translator.
I got a will of 16.
Hmm.
I am very food oriented.
All right, hang on. Let me try an actual persuasion check. I don't know if you want to go that far, GM or player, but
Yeah, this sounds fantastic. I'm loving this.
all right. These
So the bulldog is walking down the
Yep.
hallway going, "Come here, boy. Come here, boy."
No. Actually, it's more like I pull one out and sniff it and savor it and pop it in my mouth and crunch it and slaver all over it and make a big show of how delicious it is. And then I go to offer him one and make sure that there's one on my back knuckle and fling it accidentally, supposedly, down the hallway. Deception. Frickin' input values. I wish I could figure out how to shut that off. Guy went to a lot of work.
Notice it's a deception check too.
Well, I just
treating you like a great big pet.
I was.
I mean, really, it kind of is.
I could get out the blanket and disappear just like Ash. Just hold up in the doorway.
All
You
right,
got one in
Matt,
here?
so that looks like a 10 on the deception check. You get full control over how you'd like to react to this because neither of those
Persuasion is close,
persuasion,
but no, Salamanca. Like you throw it, I go for it, but it gets to the point where I have to like squeeze my shoulders into the hallway, and I kind of whimper a bit.
I'll spend a force point on that 13 persuasion if the GM will allow.
yeah, sure. What you gonna do?
18.
18. All right.
Get in there.
So slowly, Salamanca starts squeezing down the hallway at the very end of the line. So you guys are all in front of me.
Don't forget to
Okay.
pick up my biscuit.
Oh, he's gonna eat the biscuit on the way
Okay.
by. I hope you have another one to keep coercing.
I got a stash, but only for special hallways and occasions.
All right. Is that a reasonable facsimile of how you guys were previously arranged?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Assuming we don't see Ash, and I think I'm the closest to Salamanca with my
You
treats.
guys make your way down the hallway. I'd like everyone to give me a perception check.
That is a 30.
I got a 7.
Ash gets a 10. Shore gets a 20.
Kur gets a 16.
Okay. The door at the end of the hallway is closed. And Moreau detects that there is a door here as well.
Are you pinging halfway down the hallway?
Obscured. Yes. Right next to where Salamanca is, just after you guys kind of pass.
He's rubbing the walls. That's how he actually accidentally detects it. He just like pops open like a cupboard.
Well, yeah, actually, it was Salamanca who like rubbed up against the door, and then, but it was Moreau who actually detected.
I know, but all I can think
Salamanca
of
didn't notice it, but it was Salamanca's body that.
The dish cupboard in season 2 of Invincible, and he just rubs by it and it pops open. And
yeah.
Hey, Salamanca. This arm, left hand, push.
Salamanca just kind of like looks around and
you can have a perception.
Says, hold on 1 second. I have to make a DC 20.
actually have biscuits.
There we go.
It's coming.
And says, like you hear it come through the translator, push where?
Pretty well right where your arm is.
So Salamanca pushes with a nat 20 athletics check.
All right. Well,
for 31 total.
The door sort of cracks. And
Pushes the whole section of wall. Secret door, schmeekret door.
Screw looking for latches or anything like that. You have now broken the door. And, depending on what you guys choose to do at this moment, you have buckled. I mean, if you want to keep going, it's now broken. You're going to have to pull the door out of the hinges, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I push, the door caves in. And I just turn and I look at Moreau.
Well, we know there's a door there now.
Thanks for marking it.
And I'll actually use the buckled in door to make my squeezing less of a thing.
Right in that one spot. So you hang out right there in your shoulders. Yep. You're like, oh God, my shoulders.
After seeing you tackle this door sometime this campaign, I am going to be far away and scream, Physic, I need you.
Physic.
Physic, I need you. And you will come running and break open doors for me.
Try and go through that one, or continue this way for now, and then come back to it.
Big sigh out of Salamanca, and he starts squeezing down the hallway again.
It's a shame. Your mic doesn't seem to be picking up Salamanca noises.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just kind of blots out.
Interesting.
I don't know if it peaks or... I don't know. What I would do is I would try a fade into it. So if he sighs, instead of going, right, go, and not slower, but you know what I mean? Like fade to volume in, and the mic will adjust.
All right. So you're going to the end of the hallway?
I asked if that's what we wanted to do or if we wanted to try and go through that middle door, and
Salamanca
no one responded.
Salamanca has made the decision. That's fine. It means that no one's coming through that door behind us now.
That's what he heard.
Fair enough. All right. And I'll continue forward, shield up.
Okay, you're at the door. And I'm sorry, the map doesn't really do this very well. But you are up at the door.
$5
there's
says
the panel.
Ryan would try to slip in that door. You know what I'm saying? I bet you he would.
Absolutely. That's why.
But he
standard
can't get past
action.
Salamanca right now.
No, he's in front of. Oh wait, the broken door or the door that Shore's at?
He would try to get in that broken door, probably.
Yeah, he would for sure.
If he can. There is not enough room without like starting to take the door apart to slip into that room. That's why I didn't really reveal anything in it. You know, you might have seen a teeny bit. I'm sort of letting both y'all and the audience know that. So slipping through that gap, there's no gap. Maybe BD could fit through that gap, but BD is not.
We'll make BD do. On the ceiling. How tall is the actual hallway? Like, is there space above Salamanca's head?
Not really.
Okay.
No, he's scraping his head on. He is not going to. He can't be a happy camper right now.
Yeah, I'm not a happy camper. That's why I stopped at the doorway and.
A shoulder relief. Okay.
Yep.
So I will fight an defensive, full defense with the shield up, and then I will either slide the door open or hit a button to open the door.
You hit a button to open the door, and it goes, which means that there are in Star Wars one of 3 ways to open a closed and locked door.
Salamanca?
4. We'll come back to that one.
Well, not everybody's got a Salamanca up there in their gear.
Computer use, usually to hack. Mechanics, to override the mechanics of it, or shoot it with a blaster, which is what most people tend to do.
Oh, or slice it top right to bottom left with a lightsaber, as one does in a certain show. We're not allowed to mention it because of the rule of Aiden now.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's for closing. Sorry, not opening doors, closing doors.
You mean Phantom Menace?
No, I mean Ahsoka.
Yeah, no, but Phantom Menace, they literally did it in Phantom Menace too, because we can.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
We can mention that one. So I don't know. Did you guys pick up that lightsaber?
But just don't shoot hinges. They're hard.
Yeah. So did you guys? So how would you like to address?
I'll turn back to the portal. Well, it seems like it's locked. I'm unable to open it.
Salamanca just gets up and walks back to the doorway that he started crushing. And starts crushing it again.
Give me another athletics.
It's locked. He's like, okay. But not very well this time.
I actually thought I got mechanics, but I actually thought I had a security kit, but I do not.
That's not going to make very much progress on the door. So you do see, I imagine it's probably because you're squeezing. So describe to us how this isn't working for you.
So it was just literally turning around. That was the whole issue, because I went past it and now I'm trying to go back to it and I'm trying to turn around and it's just not working. So I turn around and and I'm completely pinned and I'm like weak-handing the door now.
He's got no leverage.
I didn't quite plan that the doors would be the hardest task of.
Yeah.
So out of nowhere, a small device is actually going to be placed into Bakur's hand, and just softly, pass this along.
Okay, what is it?
It is a electro ticker.
Don't tase the beast. What does it do?
Small electronic device used to bypass low-grade security systems, consists of several small wires connected to a sense plate. When it's inserted into a standard security lock, Sends plays charged with varying amounts of energy, scrambling a signal sent to the electronic lock and fooling its system into thinking it's the correct access card.
Oh, sorry. Ash presses this into my hand. Ryan's character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Someone, because you couldn't see them. That's why he was being vague. Because
sorry. I just thought he was trying to be like sexy or something. I was confused.
he might also be trying to be that. You can't tell. You can't see him. Maybe he's winking at you.
Well, he puts a high school note in my hand and he's like,
And it says, "Do you like me? Y/N."
Yeah, but if that was the case, he put a note in your hand and then told you to pass it on. So
yeah, but I pretend it's for me,
You hear, "Would you like to share that with the class?"
Oh, not mine. Anyway, here you go, Monroe. You're prettier than me.
Monroe,
Yeah.
Moreau.
as in Maryland.
Yeah. It's your new name. It's like Moreau.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Sorry, well, we were all like in goofy mode. Sorry. It's Moreau, but it was like, here you go, Monroe.
Morose.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's like wondering if you did call him that because he would probably shoot you.
No. There is
Okay,
no high
thanks.
school speaker saying, show it to the class. I was just, Maybe we just had a whole discussion of how I shoot for a word and kind of miss the mark, but it works anyway.
Yeah.
I was actually purposely anyway.
Right. There is enough room for Shore and Moreau to trade places.
I mean, either or. But yeah, so either Moreau puts it in or Shore would put it in.
Whoa,
Okay.
freezing.
Sure, I can do it.
Moreau, do you have mechanics or use computer?
So this thing makes a mechanics check for you.
Okay. What is its bonus?
+8.
Okay. So let's just say Moreau's doing it, Aiden, and if you're good with that, and
Yep. I don't care who rolls it.
all right. Jay, give us a D20 roll +8. Is that what you said? You did say 8, right? Not 7.
Yes. Ocho.
That is a 24.
Door slides open and see into the next room. There's an open door to the east, even though it looks like the door is closed, but that door is open.
I will step into the room and post up on the corner. Like, at the door. Here's what I'm trying to do, but squares are weird.
And then I will shuffle forward with my shield up. Kind of getting primarily in the doorway, and the open doorway to the next room.
Normally I post outside the door, but we have a space issue with the big guy, so I'll follow Shore into the room, go left, and take the wall. Like, we're trying to make room for the big guy.
Oh, big guy isn't following you. He's found a task. He'll be
All right.
along shortly, unless you call him.
All right, in
Are
that
you
case,
going to call him?
Shore Buster.
No, doorbuster.
Shorebuster.
He's the doorbuster.
The door,
Who you going to call?
doorbusters. So I'm going to apply all of the knowledge that Salamanca has to try and puzzle if there's a better way I could get through this door.
Then give me an intelligence check.
This is a knowledge physical science. The only
Okay.
thing I have skill in.
Okay.
pulls out tiny little glasses and perches them on his nose.
All right.
And what small room he
You
has.
send some ways out. You
Huh.
see some ways that you think you might be successful at this. It takes a long time for you to figure this out. Now that said, they're kind of doing their thing, but I just want to.
Yep. Just sitting there doing the head turn thing that pugs do,
squinting
while I'm looking at the door.
But I will now give you a +5 to your athletics check for what you have learned.
Sweet, I'll take it.
And try again.
And I'll try to bust the door down hardcore. So +5. Let's go.
After staring at the door, he takes off the tiny spectacles, put them back in like a little case, put them back in his pocket.
All right, roll it up. Ooh,
Hat 20 for a total of 36. See, kids, studying pays.
The door splinters, explodes into the next room, and
Very uncool school.
You could now start a fire with the kindling of. And I will. I'm going to give you more of a view than what you actually have access to because the door is in fact shut. There's a door right beyond you to the west, but there's a big window in it, so you can see into it. But you see a reception room.
From down the hallway, all you guys hear is the explosion of the door. And then Salamanca going, and then he stops and he punches some stuff on his little pad.
He's celebrating his nat 20.
15. All right. Let's. All you hear is, "Hey guys, I got the door open."
You know what you should put in your D20 is that nat 20. Let's go.
Moreau, Bakur, and Shure, give me a perception check.
$31.
21.
Oh, you guys are so perceptive.
18. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Noted.
The Mandalorian helmet.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
He never turned it on. There's no HUD display. It's just really dark and thin.
He's been saying that the whole time.
Shit.
So you guys have now opened two different paths simultaneously.
Yay.
Split the party.
Split the party.
Let's all split the party. We'll say Ash is with the big guy just so he doesn't get in too much trouble, yeah?
He's Roman. You don't know where he is.
All right. Well, we all voted that he'd be a dick and run off through himself earlier, so.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, unbeknownst to Salamanca, he actually was in between the door and him during this entire.
That's a rollmonger rule, man. You don't show up for a game
that you know is that Ash is not sneaking past you while you're in this hallway.
Yeah. You feel something wiggle between your what? Sprees. Hey man, you don't show up for a game. Rollmonger's rule that overrides all shows. You're the party puppet. You know what I'm saying?
Party puppet.
Sure, one guy controls you, but you could be outvoted. Everybody goes, I could see him totally doing that. He slips us all 20 credits. Totally in character.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, for me, doors open, going in.
Okay.
Because I'm not cramped anymore.
Right. You do squeeze through into that space and into that room. You can see that there is a full wall window along the west wall, the southern west wall of the, I'm going to call it a reception room that you're in right now.
So like right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Floor to ceiling window. Since you're up there, I'm not. If you step down, I'll expose more of the room to you. But I also want to kind of pause and see what the other three are doing before I tell essentially the entire party what's happening down there, even though you're the only one seeing it.
I was actually concerned that this door that we went through originally was going to close. So I was kind of like inside the door, expecting Salamanca to eventually come and hold the door. We got 2 guys in the room I'm in to explore, so I'm good being the doorman, just to, it's back up for a moment.
Oh, door.
So you said the door in our room is open, right?
Yeah.
That next room, what kinds of things can we see into it?
To the east, there's a large computer console in it.
Anyone familiar with computers?
Good question.
I will just backstep.
Negative Ghost Rider. I'm a mechanic, not a computer guy. No. Fine.
I mean, we had...
I go on the comms. Ash. Hey, computer
we had
nerd.
Ash on them last time.
Get up. Yeah, exactly, right? So it's like, oh, did we know that, though? Am I metagaming right now? Did we know Ash got to a computer?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, you did eventually because he wasn't
opened
cloaked
doors.
when he finally opened the door.
Okay, then we call it,
He did go to it while he was cloaked, but he didn't succeed until after everything was dead and you guys were there for 20 extra minutes.
Ash. Hey, Ashhole, get up here.
You turn and you see him already at the computer console.
Oh, I seriously contemplate giving him one of my biscuits. That was fast.
That's an 11 on the use the force check from Ash.
Uh-oh.
You mean use computer?
Yeah, use computer. Sorry.
No, I think he's going to choke my ass. And he chokes on the biscuit. It's a perfect crime. No one would know it was the guy who used the force. Damn it. Just wrote myself a new character death. Damn it.
You are you're not getting anything out of the computer right now. So while you're working at that, let me Salamanca, do you want to head just a teeny bit south, a couple of squares?
Yep, I will move it to a wider opener space.
Yes. This is a carpet here. Oh, that's a coffee table. That's clearly a coffee table and a couch. And
score. Salamanca goes and sits down.
I'll go keep an eye on the big guy.
Puts his feet up.
I don't have much else to do.
When you sit around the house, you really sit around the house.
So
We just kind of
Okay,
leave
great.
Bakura there.
Yeah,
Hold the door.
Sure, we'll start heading back down the hallway towards Salamanca.
That couch should make a fortitude save or collapse.
Got that really squeaky plastic on it. You can't get comfortable no matter what you do.
So you can see through the window that there appears to be a medical bay to your west, with multiple Bacta tanks and a fully stocked med bay.
Sweet.
So through with his translator through the comms, he reports chickens are blithering.
Always helpful.
Back to you, say. I'm a Salamanca whisperer.
Hashtag no meta.
No matter- well,
That's that I will step into the room.
we have
look
comm
past
link.
it.
Like, you guys are wondering why I'm posting at doors and hanging back and not teleporting like you do in D&D. It's like, we have comms, guys. You can summon us instantly, right? So, there's no need
Well, that was what Salamanca was trying to do. Just because you can't understand him isn't. Well, I guess it is his fault. But I was going to say it isn't his fault. But
Do you know what I hate almost as much as droids? Blithering chickens. I hold my ground. Now I'm going to keep an eye on Ash here.
All right. Ash, give me one more use computer check. And as the others move south, Bakur, give me a perception check. Yes, Salamanca, you can give me a perception check too, if you care. You sort of look like you don't care a little bit, but that was so don't let me judge you.
17.
Make his persuasioning.
Oops, wrong button.
Natural one
No,
for a
no.
3.
He's
for
persuading the couch to hold his weight.
You can just add 2 to that, and that's
Yeah.
what my perception is.
Shore is just fascinated that the couch is supporting Salamanca.
It's not really. It's doing this. His butt is essentially on the ground. It's just sort of like caved underneath his entire weight.
That is fascinating.
Broke when he sat on it, but he just thinks he was settling into it.
Moreau, you're you don't have a lot of good views for where you're at. What do you've kind of come into the room.
I just kind of haven't really entered into the room yet. So, I mean, I can do so. It's just everyone kind of stopped as soon as Salamanca sat down. So I'm like, well,
that happens a lot.
I can see him like leaning out, like the arm kind of coming out around the corner, but I can't get past until Shore moves. So I'm just kind of like, oh, I guess I'll stay here now.
Okay. Ash, give me another use computer check.
T7.
Much better. You do access the computer. You can tell that this computer controls the geothermal facility up above. If you can improve your access, you could, in fact, open and close the main doors that closed you out of. If you guys remember, once you entered the main room, the doors shut behind you. So at the moment, you don't have a clear path out. You have the ability to regulate the temperature of the geothermal facility, that sort of thing. You need to improve your access to do anything with that.
So, Gladiator Healing, Gladiator Lounge, and Master Control Room is what we're looking at here?
So far,
Player to player, just...
Right. You're not talking to me. That's fair.
Sorry. Well, no, I didn't mean to make you blurt it out. I was just kind of like, what do you think, guys? Trust me, Doug, I suffer from the same problem. Anyone asks an open mic question, I'm like, well, actually, whoops. Yeah,
Considering the whole thing's a
Smash
training area, this is probably where they would either repair robots or any other being they have in here.
Know where they repair the robots.
Oh, back to Hanks.
Does anybody have any feet injury ranks?
BD does.
Skills?
BD could do full rapid surgery.
Because maybe we should take advantage of the facilities and get topped up. I know Shore's probably still pretty beat.
As blood is dripping from both arms.
The last thing we
Would be
should do
appreciated.
is like
tying the intestine
disarm and disarmor and have a bath. Like, that's not a good idea.
Well,
How
I
many hit
suppose
points
we
do you
could
have,
see
Jeff?
about trying to get in there. Since I
57.
can't go anywhere else, here's the door.
All right. You press the button.
Yep.
It opens.
I'll step into the next area.
Yeah. And then the door behind you closes. This is, obviously the clean room where you're supposed to get, sanitized and all that sort of thing.
Oh,
There's
the decontamination spray.
right. Yeah. And there are 2 decontamination showers there, and there's scrubs and that sort of thing. Should you choose, I could just see you putting scrubs on over your armor.
You could use a shower.
I mean, I kind of technically have scrubs under my armor, so I would, I guess, stand in the decontamination thing in my armor.
Okay.
Just like wash some of the dirt off, I guess.
Just get little spritz up,
You're gleaming. It almost looks like
Yeah.
best. It almost looks like Beskar.
Almost.
But
And yeah, then I guess go to hit the button to get into the next room.
okay. It opens.
Cool.
Now give me a perception check.
Sure. Now that I'm there.
You can
23.
tell that all of the Bacta tanks are occupied.
I would like to go and see if I can figure out who they're occupied by.
Who's the guy from the Jedi that Vader cloned for the video game?
Well, I don't know the
Enforced
Jedi that
Star
Vader
Killer.
cloned, but
Star Killer, yeah. 3 little Star Killers.
we got at least we've got a couple more.
I mean, my new character. Oh, that is so gross. Considering now, I think it's a big head and a little like fetus body floating in a tank, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's showing us a Darth Maul puppet doll, so it's got the big head and tiny body, but of course it's in a Bacta tank, and I just said the word clone, so it's like, you know how they have
The head grows first.
yeah.
Is that a Zabrakian thing?
It's pretty cool how he grows with the tattoos already in place. I mean,
Oh no, that's just as natural. It's not.
There's more of them. Well, I mean, these ones are growing. They were a decent fighter. The company might like them.
yeah, our own little Darth Maul puppets. Can you imagine like 3 little Darth Maul pissy Padawan teenagers? Now, boys, we told you. You'll get double lightsabers when you're adults.
And I guess I'll take my time to go examine the rest of the room.
We got to come up with 3 more names. I mean, we had Darth Mallet. That was our guy.
Darth Hammer, Darth Sickle.
Ball, Doll, and Paul.
Darth Maul, Darth Hammer, Darth Mallet.
Yeah.
Darth Sickle.
Darth Ball, Darth Doll,
or Aiden.
Darth.
Can I get another use computer check from Ash, who I assume is going to be working to improve his access?
Yes, you will be. 14. Oh, great.
All right, not improving your access at this moment. Darth Squeaky Hammer explosion in chat.
Salamanca squeeze through that sterilization chamber and go into the big the actual medical facility.
You can probably get in there. It's not going to be pleasant. You can't you wouldn't fit in the decontamination chamber thingies, but
Yeah, Salamanca doesn't care about that. So yeah, I will squeeze my way through into there and have a look at these potential Darth Maul smoothies.
Darth Pickle.
Darth Pickle.
Just drink it. He's the tequila worm in the bottom.
all right. Sure, just chilling in the lounge. He's flipped something on the vid screen and is watching a holo movie.
The one corner of the couch that's still vertical.
Yeah.
I don't really
That
trust
couch
Ash being
wrecked.
alone. Don't really trust Ash being alone with the master control computer, so I'm, guarding his back, as it were. No one should be left alone.
He's recloaked, so you see buttons being pushed.
So unprofessional.
Is there any computers or anything active going in here?
Well, there are 2 closed doors to the west. Can you see them? Yeah, they are just barely visible, it looks like.
Okay.
which isn't an answer to your question. It's simply to say there are computers here, but all of the computers that are here appear to be medical computers, anything that, Star Wars would use to assist in a fully functional medical bay.
Yeah, I was just wondering if any of them said like, oh, the name of the project or condition of the things, how long it'll take. Not that I'd really know much about how to understand that, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Someone's
going off in chat. Darth Squeaky Hammer, Darth Shopping Center. Kind of feels like the Darth Shopping Center in here, doesn't it?
The vital signs are all fairly faint, except for the one in the chamber closest to y'all that actually I've made an icon for. Is nearing the completion of its cycle.
Does it say how long it would take?
A dramatically sensitive amount of time.
Okay, so he's not going to pop out right behind us at the very least.
Or he is going to pop out right behind you.
Yeah, that's not what I took from
Also, there is that interpretation. Fair.
Have you watched Star Wars? No.
Yeah. Just listen for the music to
So if I
change.
shoot it, will it just turn off?
Well, what are you shooting?
Is there one of those buttons
any wiring,
that,
maybe.
Is there a purge button that floods it back to with poison or something?
Or just like stops the process.
It's an easy bake oven. Just unscrew the light bulb.
Can I use mechanics to see if there's like a power source or something running to this particular Bacta tank that I could just like unplug?
So you'd like to mechanics and disable the Bacta tank with the squishy maul in it. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to. I'm just recapitulating what you said.
Specifically, the squishy maul that looks to be close to potentially popping out behind us, or who knows when.
Press
The other
barrel.
ones, the Consortium might do whatever they want with.
For maul purge, step 1, press barrel to glass.
Yeah.
Step 2, pull trigger.
Aiden, I see another 14. Was that you just sort of stacking one back there, getting ready for the next request?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're not making a whole lot of progress in that back room. Moreau, if you'd like, give me a mechanics check. It's going to take you probably 10 minutes to do it. Normally,
I mean, worst case, we can shoot him, but like I'd rather try to keep the place in a semi-decent condition for when we hand it over.
Hey, Jim, are we allowed to listen to the chat's ideas? Y'all have Salamanca right there. He's great at dismantling equipment. Just tell Salamanca something he wants is inside the guts of this thing and let him go to town.
Again, I don't want to destroy the machine. I want to disable it.
that would be
26
rage
mechanics.
Would that be rage against the machine at that point?
Rage against
All right. The power to that Bacta tank. And we will see you next time on Rise of the Consortium.
I like my idea better. A whole bunch of... Just saying. Pew, pew, pew.